Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another Pokemon drawing tutorial. And for this video guys, we're going to be drawing Phantump. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how he ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw him, then let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by doing this shape right here. And once again, just try to get it as close as you can. That way it's easier for you guys to follow the tutorial. And yeah, it's basically just his actual head. So as long as you guys get this shape, it's kind of like a little gumdrop. I don't know how to call it, like Jello. For some reason, when I see this shape, I think of Jello. So just go ahead and try to do this, guys, and remember to do your lines light. Once we have that, we can split it in half right here in the middle. And then once again the other way around. And the reason we do this is just so everything can line up, and for me it's just to do the eyes and making sure that everything's in the right area, although I always have trouble with the eyes. Alright, so he does have a little slit right there at the top, so we can just cut that off. It's basically just a triangle. And yeah, so his eyes are basically an oval shape, guys. And if you guys see my other tutorials, I'm really bad at doing eyes, so I have a lot of trouble with these eyes right here. So it actually takes me a few times to actually get them right. I do that off camera, because if I did that on camera it would take forever. But right now you guys can see that the left eye is a little bit more curved than the one on the right. So I do change the right a little bit and curve a little bit more, but the left one seems a little bit longer and a little bit bigger than the one on the right. So like I said, I can never win with eyes, guys. And yeah, so just remember to pause the video as you guys go, just so you guys can go at your own pace. And once again, he has these oval shape for the actual pupils or the eyes. And once again, just try to make those the same size. It's one of those things about drawing, you guys need to even out the actual size of different things. One of those is the eyes and the pupils and stuff like that. That's why I like doing those lines going across in the middle, for that same reason, that it helps me or us basically make them the same. So now for his actual branch coming out of his head, guys, is this shape right here. It's almost the same length as the actual head, so that's one of those things you guys might want to look into. Now on this side, and right here where I started off, it's actually really thick, because once again, just try to make both of them the same thickness, the branches, and then the same length in a way. There we go. So right now I can tell that the left one's a little bit shorter. So once again, right there, I noticed that it was way thicker. So I do shorten it up a little bit, and then it still looks a little bit bigger. So that's one of those things you guys can fix in yours. And then right here at the end of the branch, I do extend it a little bit. And it still seems a little bit short, guys, compared to the one on the right. So if I could go back, I'd probably change the one on the right. And once we have that, we can do these lines right here for the actual leaves. Just a small line. Same thing on this side. So your drawing doesn't have to be the same as mine, guys, the tutorial. This is just to give you guys an idea of how to draw them. But you guys need to remember that you guys could always make any changes to yours. Right here we're going to do the circles, basically like the top of his head. And then coming off around here, we're actually going to make the little thing on top of his head coming out. And if you guys notice on the reference, it's actually curvy. On mine, I'm making more like a shark fin. You guys could change that as well. That's one of those things that you guys could change as well. It doesn't have to be the same way that I do it. And once we have that, guys, around the middle, because his actual neck is really thin now that I'm looking at it. I think I did mine a little bit too thick, but now we could just do the body. And the body is really simple. It's more like a flame, like the shape of a flame, and the belly being like the biggest or the thickest part. So right here I just did it like this. You guys can make it any way. You guys can copy the reference up there. There's so many ways that you can do the body like that. And then one of the things I noticed about the arms or the hands is that they're really short, and you guys can make them sharp like the way I did it here, or you guys could round them off. Later on I do round them off, and they're fairly small compared to his actual body. so you guys could always make any changes to the body right here. That's why he's really simple in the manner that you could make him any way that you guys want, because the main thing is just getting the actual stump for his head. And once we have that, guys, we can do these little details, little lines here and there, little like half circles, and this is just for the actual wood. It's kind of like the texture of the wood. And yeah, there we go. So I just do a couple. Try not to do too many, because it's easy to go overboard and do a few too many. So now that we have that, guys, we can go back and erase all these reference lines that we had before. And once again, I do fix the eyes. So once we erase all these lines, guys, now we can go back and make any changes to our sketch. For example, like I said before, I do change the hands or the arms. I round them off at the bottom, not right there. They're basically like they end at a corner or a point, I mean. And then I noticed right here he has these little lines on the side of his eyes, and I add a couple more things. And I added one right there for the nose, but it kind of looked like a nose, so I took it off. But yeah, so just make any changes. For example, one of those changes that I would have made up would be the right stump, like the right branch coming out of his head. I would have probably gone and made it a little bit longer, but it seems like it did fix it, or at least edited it, because it looks a little bit different now. And then I went over it with a pen just for the outline, and then I used my Prisma Premier color markers and my Copics just to color him. And he doesn't have that many colors to him, guys. He has just brown, like dark gray or black for his actual body, green for the leaves, and then just like a peach color for the eyes. And basically that's it. But yeah, this is my final drawing, guys. I think I'm really happy with it. It came out okay, like I'm okay with it. Like I said, I did change the arms, I rounded off the bottoms, and overall he's a really cool Pokemon. One of those things that you don't really notice is inside of the actual head, the stump, there's actually a gray there, but for some reason it doesn't show up. It seems like it's white. Might have gone a little bit too light on that, but basically in the inside it should be a little bit like darker, but not too dark because the light's going from the top. But overall, guys, I'm happy with this. So hopefully you guys were able to draw him. Let me know in the comment section how he turned out. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos.